David, that's totally awesome. Hi there, everyone. I'm really sorry that I have to leave early because I have a doctor's appointment. I'm sorry that I can't hear you all, and you guys are all phenomenal. I will read two poems for you. The first one will be from the newly released book, Every Event of the Year. This is volume 2, July through December. I'm trying to show it so you can actually see it. You can find it through Amazon. And it has a lot of holidays. I have 3 for our autumn for the 22nd, but I'm not going to share those. I'm going to share one from tomorrow for you as one of my 2 poems. This was for the 23rd of September, which it was Equal Pay Day. Equal Pay Day. This is called Emphatic One. After working so hard and doing so well at work, I couldn't take my low pay anymore. I knew it was wrong. I knew it wasn't fair, and I had to do something about it. I took a deep breath, set up a meeting with my boss, the owner of the company. I don't think he knew what this meeting was really about, so I started my speech. No, wait, it wasn't a speech. It was more like a conversation, an emphatic one at that. And when I explained that at this company I do the work of 2 people, I think he thought that I was going to ask for double pay. And really, I didn't make much, but I didn't want to lose my job over asking for a raise. But after I talked, after I reasoned, and after he may have realized that he had nobody else that could do all of this work by the deadlines and do it well, and knew that suddenly paying me reasonably seemed reasonable. But uphill battles for us women are actually the norm. You may want to think that if we women work hard, women could earn the pay that they deserve. But here's the news flash. We women work harder than men for less pay, less than equal pay. And shouldn't we be happy that we've got even jobs in the first place? I mean, what are these women complaining about when they're supposed to take care of the house and raise the babies and for men anyway? And don't forget, that's after taking the man's name. Well, because women can actually claim nothing for themselves anymore, right? Well, because the one thing I've learned is to take the reins and win every battle, only so women can be treated as equals. It's just a shame that each woman has to take this battle on, because just because one woman does well, that doesn't mean that all of mankind, yes, you heard me, mankind, may make this connection that rights for one woman might actually mean rights for all women. So, I know it's an uphill battle, but I just want you to remember that I'm always in your corner. Emphatic One. That is the one representing the 23rd. And I said I'm only going to do one from that book, but because I'd like to share a new poem with you for my last piece. And it is titled, You Have No Idea. And if I do a dramatic pause, know that the last words are, you have no idea. Just so you know if I pause. We try to understand the details. We research, we study the core of the matter, and we believe we understand it all. Until we find out that we're missing pieces, where we're only seeing a tiny fraction of what makes things work the way they do. Astrophysicists and science philosophers have tried to unravel the key to the universe and only now speculate a theory. And these science types live on theories. I mean, that's why we call it the Big Bang Theory. We may have evidence, but there's no proof. So in this effort to understand why the pieces don't all seem to fit into place, they make a theory they can't know. For if something controls the physics, controlling things in ways we don't understand, maybe we're not meant to see what controls it all. If there is something these science types don't understand, they don't turn to a god, for it's their thing to come up with theories that they can try to prove or disprove. So they came up with dark matter. And they research and they look for evidence so they can hypothesize about this magical stuff, this theoretical stuff we can't see. And the only way they could find proof is if in their experiments they found nothing. Because a lack of anything is the nature of their theory, for it's impossible to even see their dark matter theory in the first place. So, after all this guesswork, if things still don't make enough sense to them, they hypothesize then about something called dark energy, something else we can never actually prove. Maybe, they think, just maybe, this impossible theory number 2 is the force driving everything in the universe apart. That would make sense. Look at the puzzles. Look at the preposterous nature of the lack of a preponderance of evidence, and imagine that this is how these science types formulate theories the rest of us are supposed to blindly believe. You think you know me. You see the pieces I spoon feed you. You say you understand. But you have no idea. Done. I had this whole thing to be like, oh, you think you guys know me? You have absolutely no idea. I share things with you, but there's so much you don't possibly understand. And I saw this whole thing about theorizing about dark energy and dark matter, and I'm like, I have to write this thing because we all have no idea.
You know, Krishnamurti had this theory that we're never the same twice in like 5 minutes. All the protons are all spinning around, and we just a different mask every moment, as you say. You know?
Very good point. Very good point. And thank you guys for listening.